data also shows that individuals who align their passions with their professions, they're more likely to experience job satisfaction. Employees who actually engaged in work that actually resonates with their personal interests were actually 64% more productive. Now, all right, so I wanted to share how I believe that I found my calling in life, and hopefully this can give you some ideas, or I will go through the thought process about how I think of it and what I feel could be a successful thought process for you to find what you want to do in life, or your startup or your career or anything else, right? So normally people talk about that they will be successful if they can home in on a niche, right? Or that specific tactic that they have to apply, or a metric that they have to follow. And they also talk about, okay, this is going to be their strategy, and they talk about which platform they're going to be using, right? It could be social media influencer or anything, right? But what I found is that real success actually happens when you are the person that is able to understand that problem deeply, and that you are also uniquely suited to address that problem or to solve that issue. And if you are actually really passionate about that matter, that problem, then all this combined, you have a deep understanding. You are uniquely suited to help that issue, and you're also passionate about this thing. Then these combinations, along with, if you do a bit of a market research, does this problem actually affect others? And how many people does it affect? And on solving this problem, how will they be affected? And if people don't get this solution of yours, what will happen? How will they do this otherwise, right? So if these factors are all falling in line, then I believe that something could be an option for you to go after. Whether it's a startup or even a business or an industry that you want to go into, that you can actually, make a huge difference. And that is how you set yourself up for a successful career, life-changing future. And that is, I believe, you will set yourself up to changing your life as well as the lives of others and benefiting others, and through that you will be obtaining your own success. And just to correlate this with a study, and data also shows that individuals who align their passions with their professions, they're more likely to experience job satisfaction as well as long-term success. And according to this study that I'm going to talk about, a study by Gallup, employees who actually engaged in work that actually resonates with their personal interests were actually 64% more productive. Now, of course, you will say that that is probably true. But of course, that is also true for people who want to go into the startup world or start their own business, that they are well suited for that job. They have the knack, they have the ability, they have the aptitude for succeeding in this space. So whether it's a career or a business that you are starting, you need to have genuine passion and understanding. For me, this was, of course, a bit of healthcare and being more patient-centric, because when I started this, the first thing that I built was a mobile application to help patients remember their medication and a reminder system so they are able to take their medication on time, right? So what happened was that when I started to practice, I saw that patients were coming to the hospital sick, dying, half dead, diabetes uncontrolled, having seizures, everything, right? And one of the most common reasons for that was that they forgot to take their medication. Now, a point comes that just dietary and lifestyle modifications can't fix everything, and you have to be really on top of your things. And I thought that this was a problem, and let's fix this. So I built this medication reminder application, and a lot of things happened, progress, a lot of people were helped, we partnered with people, sold it, that's done and dusted. Then I went on using that to build telemedicine systems, because I saw a problem. People were not talking to their physicians, their clinicians. Everything was haphazard. And we know in the US at least, we spend the most amount of money on healthcare, yet the healthcare is the least productive, or the end results and outcomes of the healthcare system here in the US is twice as expensive as the nearest developed country. And results are actually half. So huge problems. And I needed to be patient-centric. And when you are patient-centric, you are centric to the target audience, and you want to solve the issues of your target audience. Now that aligns all of this, that I have the motivation, I have the knowledge, and I know this is a huge need. And it was the need of the hour as well. So now telemedicine is very, very common, and my platform, Gone, Sold It, is being used by so many different people. Anyways, so you have to combine a couple of these things, and of course timing is also very important. But if you are knowledgeable about that, if you're passionate about that, and it is a huge problem and people will actually benefit immensely, then that is something you can call a true calling for yourself. So it's fine, you can follow your passion. So I'm not saying it's not going to happen that you find a problem and you have no prior knowledge about it, and there are people who have been fairly successful. But on the whole, if you look at most of the startups, for example, if you look at Y Combinator, you will see at least one of the founders, they are deeply ingrained in that industry. One could be a technical founder perhaps, but most if not all of the startups at Y Combinator, I was looking at this the other day, that they are highly motivated people in their industry, and they're trying to use technology to bring about a change. Anyways, this was it for today. What do you think about this? So get better every single day. Thank you so much.